Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Hey, everybody. It's Wednesday, September 6th, 2023. It's TJ Weber. It's Big Web. What's up, Big Web?
I heard that somewhere before.
What do you got to do? We're in season form. The audio wasn't on right away, but we're back. And Big Web, you went viral last week. Congratulations, sir.
That's exciting. I've got people asking me for my autograph on the street, man.
Is that what's going on? Really, already?
People at work. Hey,
well, Mr. Viral would be neat if you could talk into the mic a little bit better.
Hello. How you doing? Now I'm really Mr. Viral.
Now he's Mr. Viral. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? You guys can get involved right here on the show. You can text us on TikTok. We're live from the 50 TikTok. You can find all of our links from the50.com. We're live on YouTube, and we're live on TikTok right now. So you can send in your fantasy questions. You can send in your top bets of week one, top futures bets. Still got some time for that as well. So it's getting real. We said last week it felt like week one. It wasn't officially week one. Dad, it's week one.
Dude, the high school band right next to my house was practicing tonight.
Really?
Doing the halftime show, practicing in the parking lot, doing a little marching. The air is crisp. I'm loving it.
It's
baby.
Football season. It's football
perfect.
season.
It's perfect.
Real quick question. We'll get right into it. User 622. Pick two: Pollard, Saquon, or Henry. Who would you start? 2 out of the 3. You got to pick 2.
Pollard and Henry.
Okay, I will go with Saquon and Henry. That's very tough. I don't know how you have all 3 of those guys, but that's not a bad team. That's good. What are your predictions on Cowboys against Giants, Big Web? It's from Connor.
For the year?
I think
the division?
They're playing each other this week, I believe. Correct?
No. Giants are playing the Cardinals.
Is that right? Well,
I do believe. I'll double check.
I just looked at all my bets, and I don't know. Let's give a little check here. You guys can get involved from the50.com. Hit the call button, and you can check in on the conversation right now. Jump in on the conversation with Big Web and myself. And, they are playing each other, Dad. Sunday Night Football, 7:20 p.m. Central.
I got a bad report today on the radio.
Oh, no. Well, it's a good start. This is where people come for all the Giants and Cowboys talk, and we obviously know when the game is. That's good.
Now, those two have been in the same division for a long time. We the St. Louis football fan from way back, St. Louis Cardinal football, we used to be in the East.
Sure.
It was Philly. It was St. Louis, it was Dallas, and it was the Giants, and I thought there was another. I thought there was actually 5 teams.
I have no idea. What are you talking about, back in like the 90s?
Through the 80s, I think we still had that team. We were without a team for 7 years. We had the Cardinals left. Bidwell took them to Arizona, and then we had 7 or 8 years with nothing, and then we had the Rams in 95.
So the Dome was built in 95. I believe they were here in 94, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not sure.
So, but yeah, that East, I got to look up the old NFC East and see. Oh, Washington was in there.
They're still in there.
Okay, so they're still in there. Washington's still in there. So it was Washington.
Yeah.
Dallas.
Philly. Yep.
St. Louis.
Wow.
And the Giants.
So everybody in the East right now, just with the Rams at the time, were in the East.
That's right.
Nice.
I didn't know it was that simple, but yeah, that's it.
Well, the more you know. Thoughts on the Rams in the East? Call on in. Is Jonathan Taylor ever going to play? That's from Fat Man. That got Big Web going. He likes the names.
Fat Man. Hello, Fat
Jonathan
Man.
Taylor, I don't think he's going to play anytime soon, Big Web. He's got contract stuff going on. He claims there's an injury. I think it's just contract shit.
Yeah.
He's out 4 games because he was on the PUP list, and that's
Nobody picked
where we
him
are.
up. The team made it too hard for somebody to pick him up. They don't like the terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of effed right now.
Yeah, it's kind of the way it is. It's kind of the way it is.
I'd like to be an Indy fan right now.
Oh, Indy's going to be probably not very good, but I'm interested to see how Anthony Richardson does at the start of the season because there's not a lot of hype. There's not a lot of things going on in Indy. He is a little bit of an exciting factor for that team. So, I don't mind seeing the rookie quarterback start week 1.
He's the exciting factor.
Yeah, I don't know what else. I mean, they don't really have anything else. So especially with JT out, they don't have a receiving core. It's gonna be rough for sure.
Yep.
Let's see what we got. Thanks, fellas. Keeper league and Henry fell to second. Kept Garrett Wilson for a 13. Wow. So he got Garrett Wilson. You're saying 13 overall or 13th round? If it's 13th round, that's a fucking steal. I think he means 13th round. That's good for you, man. That's huge. So, Dad, keeper leagues. What happens is there's a rule most of the time where if you draft somebody the year before, you're allowed to keep 1 or 2 guys on your team.
Get out of here.
Yes. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, you get to keep that guy. You have. I don't mean to repeat the same fucking word you say, but
yeah. I understand. No, so Keeper League is a fantasy league, but a lot of fantasy leagues redraft their teams every year. So it's a clean slate. You restart. So this year I have Cooper Kupp, I have Amon-Ra St. Brown. Next year I don't have those guys. Gone. It's a totally new player pool, right? Mm-hmm. Well, Keeper Leagues, sometimes you can keep one guy or two guys, depending on the rules, but you have to keep them, and in the drafted round of the year before, you lose that next pick next year. So he got Garrett Wilson, who's now a top receiver in the league, 13th round last year as a rookie. Now he's a second-round pick. So that's an insane pick he got. That's kind of the...
I got you.
You're really interested in
No,
that.
I'm just trying to figure it out. So I saw some guys on TV the other night. I don't know if you saw this clip, but these dudes, they had a fish race, a video fish race for top for picking order.
Yeah, sure.
Did you see the
guy? Yeah, I don't know what the fish was named Frank or something, and it just dogged him at the end there. Just terrible. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I love that kind of shit.
That's great stuff. Let's see. Colts are trash. That's from Ty. Edward says, "What KC receiver will emerge out of this year?" It's from Edward.
Somebody needs. So Kelsey's got a knee bruise.
So he not dislocated his knee. How do you say that? Hyperextended his knee, which is pretty bad. But they thought it was going to be worse when it first happened. Now it sounds like I'd be shocked if he plays tomorrow night, which gotta love that. But I hope he's back soon. I think it's going to be something where he's back week 2, possibly week 3. It's not serious, but it's enough where they're worried about him.
I heard nothing official, but his brother, the Philadelphia player, said, "Hey, he'll be on the field. He'll be on the field
tomorrow night."
He said that today. He said that earlier today. I don't know what he means. I don't know if he's sure about that or if he's got any real factual anything. But he just said, "My brother will be on the field."
Yeah, I mean, so they got the podcast New Heights. So they probably were talking about it on there. But Travis Kelce's a tough dude. If I'm Kansas City, and I don't know if I would waste him week 1. I know it's the start of the season. Lions are a good team. I think even with Kelce, the Lions will give the Chiefs a good game. But it's just, do you really want to hurt the guy even more if he's really that hurt?
Well, what about this? I mean, you got so pluck Kelce out of that package right now, and look at their wide receivers, and I don't know that those guys alone blow your skirt up.
Who's a quarterback?
Mahomes.
Who?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, so yeah, they're fine.
So it doesn't matter.
He creates. He is one of the only guys that I've known in my lifetime as a quarterback that creates receivers. Tom Brady was another one. Aaron Rodgers was until last year was another guy.
I get you. He throws them open. I get it.
When they look,
but let me tell you something. When you have one guy that can get separation and be the man and take maybe 2 guys over here, it's pretty damn important that he's in the lineup.
No, I agree with you. But here's what I'm saying. When Tyreek left, I said, here you go. Here's the prove it moment for Mahomes. He's good.
That's
but
true.
You had Kelce and Tyreek forever. You had the speedy guy and the top tight end in the league. When Tyreek left and he proved it and he was just as good, this dude's a fucking stud. It doesn't matter.
That's very true. He did make it happen there. So tomorrow night, you got, if Kelce's out, you got basically the top weapon on offense except for Patrick.
Why do you hate Jared Goff?
I love Jerry.
What the hell? Why do you hate Jared Goff? Top offensive guy on the
right now.
field.
I'm discussing the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
You got the top offensive weapon, other than Mahomes, probably out of the game.
Correct.
And the top defensive player on holdout for Kansas City also.
Yes.
What a great spot for
Detroit.
Jerry Goff.
And Jerry Goff. Absolutely.
Jerry Goff is a member of the Detroit Lions.
Yes, he is. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Big time season coming up. I'm excited. Big one.
Number 14?
Number 14, yes, sir. Yeah, and Jahmyr Gibbs, first game as a pro.
I love this kid.
I love Jahmyr Gibbs.
I want to watch him play in the NFL. I said that last year during college.
Mm-hmm. Guess what he said? He is saying he can get a 1,000-yard rushing season and a 500-yard receiving season. He said that. I like the confidence. I do.
I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah, and it's a hell of a season,
as long
too.
as they give him the carries. Other than that, it's a done deal.
It should be. They have to give him the targets, but they are expected to, absolutely. You guys can get involved from the50.com, from the50.com if you guys want to jump in on the conversation from the50.com. It's really easy to go there. You see all of our links. You see the call button. If you do want to call, you can do it right now. And again, it's super simple to do. And once you're on there, we can add you right to the stream to talk to Big Web and myself. We did test the link earlier, and it works. So please join in from the50.com and hit the call button.
And I will actually put the headphones on.
Oh, you're going to put the headphones on if we get a call?
So I could hear these guys.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll talking to the mic. Let's see. I got Saquon. This guy's just telling us his whole fantasy squad. I love you, user 622 and a million numbers, but we're done with that. Bucky says, help, Keenan Allen or Kirk at the flex, PPR.
Keenan Allen. Oh, I hate Kirk. I hate Kirk.
Why?
I just hate Kirk.
Now, which Kirk? You don't like Kirk Cousins either.
No, I don't like any Kirk.
Yeah.
Kirk has.
Is there one?
What?
Yeah, your buddy Kirk from
Hessler.
home.
He'll beat my ass if I tell him.
Kirk Hessler's a great guy. Shout out to Kirk Hessler.
Hello, Kirk Hessler. Don't beat my ass. Other than Kirk Hessler, other Kirks I don't like. The Kirk that used to be with the Cardinals was with Jacksonville, now somewhere else. Hate him.
Yeah.
Don't really like him.
See you later. Done. Right?
Never did. And then Kirk Cousins has always been like a sore in my side.
Sore in my side. Well, that's one way to say it.
Whatever.
Yeah. Hopkins or Mike Evans week 1. That's from Cruz.
Jeez, oh.
It's not that hard. I'll say Hopkins. You would have thought that was the hardest question you ever heard in your life.
Evans don't have anybody to throw to him.
Let's see. Javi says Pacheco or Jamal Williams.
I'm a Pacheco fan.
Yeah, I like Pacheco. But Jamal, you got Alvin Kamara out for 3 weeks, so the Saints might be relying on him. Got 17 touchdowns last year, Dad. The Saints, I couldn't tell you. I'm sure it's somebody that has a pretty bad run defense, though, because I think Jamal's going to have a day. Let's see.
They're playing the Titans.
Titans, okay. So not great.
Yeah.
Not great.
All right.
I think I would go Jamal Williams there, Javi, for sure. Big Web, user 357. Should I trade Jonathan Taylor or hold on to him? That's from user 357.
Who would take him now?
No,
but who's he trade him to?
Oh, no, he's going to be with the Colts all year. I'd be shocked if he gets traded.
No, but this guy's trying to trade him in a league.
Correct.
Who in his league is going to take this guy?
There's a lot of people, if he is supposed to be a top 5 running back in fantasy this year, which he wasn't last year, even with Indy, then they might offer a low-tier RB2 or wide receiver 2 or 3.
I would trade him, and here's why. The Colts don't have any other weapons. The whole defense is going to be sucking down on this guy.
Yeah, so he's going to have absolutely no opportunity to bust out. Yeah,
trade him. Get rid of him.
But I'm saying, I guess I don't know what you can get out of him. You're saying if you can get anything out of him in a trade, do it?
No. If he's still a top-tier player if miracle happens and the team plays football.
Right.
I wouldn't give him away for nothing, but if you got a medium to three-quarters player, I'd do it.
Okay. Thoughts on Sunday night matchup? That's from user 622. So we mentioned that earlier. We already kind of talked. I said, I think Dallas is going to win that game, and I don't think it's going to be, I don't know, 3.5 scares me, Dad. I mean, I'll be honest.
Big number.
We are the kings of getting screwed over on the half point on 3.5. That always makes me want to tease down the Cowboys. If I had to pick the game, I'm not picking the game. I'm not betting it. But if I had to pick, I would take Dallas minus 3.5, but I don't like it.
So what I see here is this game's in New York.
Yes.
And the home team's getting 3.5.
Yes.
And the Giants are touted to be okay this year.
Daniel Jones is still the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of him. So that's my Kirk Cousins is Daniel Jones. I don't like Daniel Jones.
Dallas got a hell of a defense.
They do have a good defense. It's the half point is tough because those two teams always play tough, and for some reason, I think it's because Dayball gets that defense going. But the Giants were really good for the first 7 weeks of last year, and then just kind of tanked. They did make the playoffs, but they didn't do shit. Daniel Jones got a really he's making like $30 million a year or something. What the fuck is that about? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
There's nothing to back that up.
I think Burrow's going to make like $2 billion if that's the case. It's just it doesn't make any sense.
I think I'm going to take the Giants at home with that point spread. Who knows? We got a lot of football to see here, but I would probably take the Giants there.
Let's see. Adrian says, should I start Sky Moore, Pacheco, or Breece Hall at flex? That's from Adrian. I would stay away from Breece Hall week 1 because I don't know what's going to happen with Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is now with the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the starter is. I guess Breece Hall's the starter, but it sounds like it's going to be a running back by committee with those two. But he has the most upside out of those three. I'd stay away from Sky Moore. I think Pacheco's your guy there. That's my opinion.
No, I agree. That's the one you can have the most confidence in right now going in until you get to see something.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
Should I trade Burrow for Fields? Thoughts?
Never.
You don't think so? You don't like Fields. That's not
Fields
fair.
is my I don't like guy.
But you don't play fantasy, so Fields is a fantasy god.
No,
last
I know
year.
you told me last week.
If a quarterback runs for 150, it's insane.
And he does some stupid red zone runs.
But he
when
scores.
His lineman makes stupid mistakes in his 3rd and 18 on the goal line, and he'll make some stupid ass run and get there.
Yeah, but that's what is it stupid? It's not stupid.
No,
it's stupid when you bet against him.
I bet against him. I usually bet against him.
But that's not. It doesn't mean it's stupid. It means it's stupid on your side. You picked the wrong team, Dad. It's not my fault that my team sucks.
Let me tell you something. The entire team sucks, and this punk comes out and he just goes. Can you say that?
He's good.
It comes out and he just goes.
He's good. He's
so,
really good.
I mean, it's a one-man wrecking crew, but it's okay. That's why it's kind of. I think we got down to something there. That's why I don't like him.
Because he loses you money.
Pocket.
It's
yeah.
As far as fantasy, I would. That is tough, man. Burrow is more proven. Fields had one good year, and I think he's going to be good. But I think Burrow's is proven. It's really tough. Really, two great fantasy quarterbacks, but I probably would stay with Burrow. Yeah. Let's see. Should I start Khalil Herbert in fantasy? That's from Rashid. All right, we're gonna start this right now, ladies and gentlemen. So if you ask me a question like this, if you ask us a question like this, tell us who you would put in, but instead of him. Like, yeah, sure, start him. Like, you know what I mean? I need a little help here. Who's on your bench? Who are you gonna put in place of him? You know, we need a little more. So that's all I'll say.
Makes sense. I heard you bitching about that last year.
Yeah, I bitch about it because how do you answer that?
No, you make sense. It's good.
It's like when people sit there and go, "What about the Cowboys?" All right, what about them?
They fought the Indians well.
Well, they played in Dallas, you know. I mean, they got Dak Prescott as their quarterback. It's just like, we need a little bit more beef on the question a little bit. Pacheco or James Cook PPR? It's from Kyle May.
Well.
You've been thinking a lot about that one, have you? Who's James Cook play for?
He plays for the Jets.
No, he doesn't. No, that's his brother. Dalvin Cook plays for the Jets. Who does James Cook play for? You know this.
Oh, he plays for.
Yes.
He plays for the Saints. No, that's the tight end.
Would you like to go for a third guess?
James Cook.
James Cook, rookie last season.
Oh, he plays for Texas.
Plays for the Bills. He plays for the Bills. Yep, you got it.
Told you.
I didn't mean to put you in that spot.
No, you did. No. You didn't, but you did.
I didn't mean to do it. It was just right there. You know James Cook, though. That's why I really thought you knew it. I was waiting for you to answer the question.
I thought we were talking Dalvin. My bad.
Oh, sorry. That might be a clip, Big Web. I apologize.
Don't be making clips during the show.
Sit one this week. James Conner, Miles Sanders, Tyler Lockett, and why? That's from Yen.
Let's do this. Connor. Pittsburgh.
What?
Connor. Who's he playing for now?
Played for Pittsburgh about 3 years ago.
Okay, who's he playing for?
He plays for Arizona.
Oh, shit. Sit those guys every week.
Miles Sanders plays for Carolina now.
Yep.
Tyler Lockett with Seattle.
I would not sit Lockett.
You would not sit Lockett.
Would not sit Lockett.
Okay.
Because he's with the better ball club of all those.
Yeah.
And sit Connor. He plays for the freaking Cardinals.
Let's see what the matchups are, because here's what I will say about James Conner is that Kyler is now out for a while, so their quarterback is Joshua Dobbs. However, they're playing Washington. They got a pretty good defense. I think Chase Young's back healthy, so I don't love that. Who are the Panthers playing again? They're playing the Saints? Falcons. Yes, I like. They got a good defensive line too. I'll go Miles. No, I'll start Miles Sanders, start Tyler Lockett, sit James Conner. That's what I'm going with. Christian Kirk or Mike Williams. Dad, would you like to handle this one?
Christian Kirk or Mike Williams? Take Mike Williams
because you don't like Christian Kirk.
Well,
that's the only reason.
San Diego. I'll still call him San Diego. L.A. Take Williams.
I don't know. I don't understand what the deal is. It's you with Christian Kirk and Andy Dalton and Matt Ryan and anybody that loses you money, Kyler Murray. And then Nick, the other day, for some reason, has it out for Miles Sanders. Just every question about Miles Sanders, he goes, start anybody but Miles Sanders.
You cannot. It's very hard. When they get into your wallet, you cannot, forgive a guy.
That's tough.
Very hard to do.
That's tough. Yeah. So somebody steals money out of your wallet. It was basically right there.
But you got some other people like this man right here.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Gainwell?
Yeah, I think you're the only person in America that has a Kenneth Gainwell jersey. Actually, the only person in St. Louis. That's a fact.
Kenneth Gainwell, at the end of a game last year, it was 3rd and something, and it was wide open. He's going towards the end zone. I needed the points for the over in a football game. They already had the game won. He could have went down to a knee. He did not. He went all the way in the end zone and scored a damn touchdown like you're supposed to. You play to win the game, and he did.
And you bought a shirt because of it.
I did right here. This one.
Because the guy won you one bet.
That was more than this shirt.
Well, that's true. That's good. That's a good call. Yeah. You guys call in from the50.com, from the50.com. Hit the call button. All right, Big Web. We got the live show on Sunday. Well, I don't know if I will. I'm here right now. That's for sure. I wasn't sure if I'd be here this moment. I got a baby due any time now. So very exciting stuff.
Yes.
So due date's tomorrow. We may go until next week. It may be during the show. I don't know. But regardless, we'll be live Sunday. I want to put something out there, though. If there are technical difficulties, if there's only 1 or 2 people on, just bear with us. It is interesting timing. Obviously, family comes first. This is the biggest moment of my life. So kind of had to put the show to the side, if you could understand. So Zook's going to be running it if I'm out. He has never done this system before. It's not in the studio, so just bear with us. Please stay with us. Week 1, we're going to put the show on. But then after that, everything's normal. Everything's good. I've done a lot of work to set this shit up. So all I ask is a little patience if I'm not there Sunday. Week 1, for first impressions, not ideal, but I know we got a lot of great fans out there, and we'll understand, and we'll be back week 2. But if it is a little off or there's something wrong, it's part of the game. It's part of the way it's going to go.
Get it? They understand.
Yeah.
It's life.
But you just got to explain it, let everybody know that we put a lot into this, and we want it to be great, and it will be great. Just give us some time. If week 1 is not exactly what you want, we'll be back week 2, and it'll be great. So that's all I ask.
Oh, baby.
Wisco Fat Guy says, hey, you guys.
Wisco Fat Guy.
That's your guy.
How you doing, Wisco?
Wisco Fat Guy's been with us for at least 1 season, maybe 2.
Yes, he has.
He's a good dude, that guy. Chris says, Chiefs 40-6. You shut your whore mouth. Shut it right now. I don't want to hear that.
I don't know that you can call that score. I think
40-6.
It's going to be a football game, man. I think it's going to be a football game.
Yes, 100%. I think it's going to be. So I'll be honest. I took let's see if you like this. First same game parlay of the season. All right. I took the Lions plus 7.5 alt spread. Mm-hmm. I took Amon-Ra St. Brown over 77.5 receiving yards.
Okay.
And I took Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown. Pretty good, right?
What'd you get out of that? 4.5?
It was, let me double check for sure.
Plus 450 is my guess.
It was higher than that. It was higher than that.
Oh, yeah, because you got a TD guy in there.
Yeah, it was. Hold on a second, Big Web. Go ahead and give you a little hot take if you got one here. I got to find it. There's so many bets. Look at all these bet slips. It's a beautiful thing. Football's back.
Oh.
Football is back. Okay, so it is plus 506. Plus 506, that one.
That's pretty nice.
Pretty good, right? Pretty good. I like it.
Yep.
So that's 20 to pay 100 if you're wondering on the math there. That's what we're doing. So I like that same game parlay for tomorrow. I do think it's going to be a game, and the Lions are going to be just locked in. I just can't wait.
I think you got a couple injuries on Kansas City, plus Kansas City is a little cocky.
Yeah,
they come in like, "Hey, we're the team," and Detroit,
it is an Arrowhead, which is tough.
Well, that's a huge place. How can they be the highest decimals, the loudest stadium, and it's outdoor stadium?
I know, isn't that crazy?
Freaking awesome!
It's crazy.
So no, but Detroit is also pretty hyped this year,
right?
But they got a lot to prove. Mm-hmm. So I think they're healthy going in if memory serves. I think they are. So can you say that? Memory serves. It's good. Yeah,
that's good. I like that.
That's what I say.
It's vocabulary. It's fantastic stuff.
So no, I think the Lions are strong. I think it's going to be a very good football game.
Yes.
I love 7.5.
7.5's I think very comfortable. So my brothers are going to the game. They're actually taking the Lions minus 6.5. I said, let's take it easy on that. The odds are good. The odds are good. If you're an odds guy, the odds
how
are
about
good.
2.5? How about let's win it by field goal?
I know. Money line itself it went all the way down to 200 with the Kelsey injury. So it was 7 to start, went down to 6.5, went all the way down to some books. I got it at 5.5, so I got mine 7.5 was like minus 173 or something. Not too bad. But Kelsey's injury put it all the way down to 4.5 on some books. So it did make a difference, and he might even play, but they're that worried about it. So, kind of wild. Chris says, I'm going to the game. Well, good luck, sir.
Have fun, buddy.
Hope you have a good time, and hopefully you can wipe away those tears when the Chiefs get their ass kicked. But
get some of that barbecue, and don't be out of brisket. Remember that night we were out there out of brisket?
Oh, at what's the place called? Arthur Bryant's.
Arthur Bryant's. Yeah.
Can I give a hot take real quick?
Sure.
I think St. Louis has just as good a barbecue as Kansas City.
We got good barbecue over here.
Do you agree? Or I might be biased, but
price-wise, shit, we're much better.
Yeah, it's expensive still. Sugar Fire is expensive.
We went over there. You had some work to do. And I took you to that place, and we spent $30
at Sugar Fire.
I thought it was Arthur Bryant's.
You're talking about Kansas City.
Two sandwiches and 2 Cokes and a fry or something. It was $30.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's how everything is now. But so St. Louis.
No, this wasn't even then. This was back.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
But I will say, though, St. Louis has Pappy's, Sugar Fire, Super Smokers is up there. Salt and Smoke's up there. So there's a lot of good spots. I have hit my favorite spot I've ever been to is Joe's in Kansas City, the one in the gas station. But I will say, I've had Gates, I've had Arthur Bryant's. Like, it's good, but it's not.
Gates sauce, though, man. You gotta love Gates sauce.
It's a little more like tangy to it, I think, right? A little vinegary, yeah.
Like.
So the thing is, that's just my real hot take on barbecue. I think Joe's in Kansas City stands alone. I think that is my number one I've ever had. But everything else in Kansas City, I think St. Louis is right there.
Right in St. Louis. Don't forget, you got the Pink Elephant guy.
That's no free ads. I don't even know the name of it.
He don't even have a name.
It's just a random tent he has in a parking lot.
Sets up a tent in a parking lot next to the Pink Elephant guy.
That's when you know it's good shit, though, for sure.
Exactly.
And Chris, let me know what we're missing. I've been to a lot of them in Kansas City. Very good, but Joe's is number one, 100%. All right, let's get back to some football talk. Thoughts on Kincaid? Dad, would you like to answer that one?
Kincaid is a generating plant in the middle of Illinois that we do a lot of business with.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is football.
Kincaid, what?
Dalton Kincaid is a rookie tight end for the Bills.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I love Dalton. He's a hell of a player. He came out of college and he got drafted.
He is.
Now playing for a real good football team.
He played Division I. He went all the way and made it to the NFL. And, there's some times that he can really catch the ball and really use his body to get some first downs. And sometimes, he runs the wrong route, but that's going to happen.
But especially on third down, I think he really focuses on third down. And he's also a good blocker.
Yeah, a great blocker. Yeah. That's why the Bills got him.
Yep.
Let's see. Sky Moore or Brandon Ayuk? That's from Beto.
Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, I agree. Sky Moore, to me, I don't understand the hype on him for fantasy. I don't think he's got enough value yet. That's just my opinion.
You know why Sky Moore is in a decent position is
why is that?
Because your boy Mahomes. He could spread it out, and that makes people like Sky Moore open.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Your thoughts from the50.com, from the50.com. Hit the call button. You can jump in on the conversation with Big Web and myself right now, or you can comment like you are on the From the 50 YouTube page, or also on TikTok. All the links are online from the50.com. We are live today for Weber Wednesdays. You can check out the fantasy chat with me and Nick. Yesterday we recorded it. Check it out on the YouTube page. You can also check out our Sunday live show this week. First show. It may be without me, so that's just might be a thing, just letting you know. But we will be live 10:30 a.m. CT all the way up until kickoff every single Sunday, Big Web. Every single Sunday.
I know, yeah.
And what do we keep saying? We want the audience involved. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us different from everybody else, is getting the audience involved.
That's everything. That's everything. Why wouldn't these other shows do it? Shh, don't tell them.
Don't tell them. It's a secret. It's a secret.
We involve the audience.
Well, because, and it's I'm not going after anybody in particular, but especially those national shows. I get why they don't, but they have the top athletes, they have the former coaches, all this stuff. It's great. But here's the thing that they want to talk and hear themselves talk, right?
Right.
I want to hear you guys talk. I want to hear everybody talk.
Exactly.
This is the football fan show. We're not here to hear ourselves talk. We want to read the comments. We want to take the calls. Like, that's what makes us different. And I'll be honest with you, I think that's what's going to make this thing go, because we are what we say we are. Like, we've been doing that since day one. Is when we've had that audience interaction, we just lean on that, and they become a sixth host. I keep saying that. It really does.
They do. They do. And other than Nick Yale, we don't like to hear ourselves talk.
No, yeah. Well, Nick, yeah, he's a pompous asshole, so that makes sense. David Montgomery or DeAndre Swift? That's from Beto. I'm
a Swift fan.
Yeah, I'm going to go
like
Swift. Here's my only thing with Swift. Philly has a million running backs. They always do. Mm-hmm. They've got him. They've got Gainwell. They got Rashad Penny. I think Rashad Penny's there now. And I'm forgetting somebody else. Anyway, they have like 4 running backs again. That's a problem.
They got rid of the guy that went to Carolina.
Miles Sanders, yeah. But they still have 4 running backs with Swift. Swift basically replaced Miles Sanders' role. So he's the guy, the main guy, but they have so many guys. And Jalen Hurts, I've said this so many times on the stream, he is a running back inside the 5-yard line. He had, I think, behind Jamal Williams, second most rushing touchdowns in the NFL. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But they want him to keep the ball anyway, so you lose that value. So, like, I love Swift. I think it's an interesting spot for him to be, but, like, you know, Philly is just, they don't know who they want to give the ball to every single drive. So,
yeah.
With that being said, I would start him over your other guy there. I forgot it scrolled down. I apologize.
DeAndre Swift.
David Montgomery. Yeah, I would start Swift. I seriously think they're going to try to give Gibbs the ball as much as possible tomorrow, the Lions. So I would definitely go with Swift, but I don't like him for the season.
Boston Scott still on the ball.
Boston
club.
Scott. That's the fourth guy. Yep. That's the fourth guy.
There you go.
Would you go with Carr or Purdy? That's from Wisco Fat Guy, Dad. What do you think?
Purdy. He needs to remain healthy.
Yeah.
Better surrounding cast.
Yeah.
I'm just not a Carr fan.
Well, I think Carr still has to. You got to see what he can do in New Orleans, but also Brock Purdy's got arguably one of the best offenses around him. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I got to go Purdy there as well.
Purdy made it happen for sure.
Absolutely. Would you go Brian Robinson or Javonte Williams? That's from C-Jack. So here's the thing. I'm not sure, because Brian Robinson, I believe, is the starter right now in Washington, so I probably would go with him. Javonte Williams is going to be a fun guy to watch this year in Denver. The problem is he's coming off a big knee injury. He tore his ACL last year. And according to ESPN's fantasy outlook, it says they might be cautious with him week 1, so you might not get as many carries as you would in the later weeks. I'd probably go Brian Robinson.
Yeah, but I mean, Denver's got a lot of injuries. Receivers are injured, backs are injured.
Yeah, 100%. Zach says DJ Moore or T. Higgins this week. From Zach, that is very difficult. The Bears are playing.
DJ Moore plays for the Bears now.
Yes, he does, and he's the number 1. And Fields and him have looked good in the preseason, so that's
Bears are against the Packers. Mm-hmm. Who was the other guy?
T. Higgins. Cincinnati's playing against. I just bet that over today. Cleveland. That's tough. That's really tough.
I take T. Hig on that.
The thing is, I think I go DJ Moore. I really would. I don't love the Packers' defensive backs. I guess Jair Alexander might be on him, so that's a little tough. All right, I changed my mind. I'm going T. Higgins.
See?
I'm allowed to do that. It's our show. I'm allowed to do that. I just did it.
I take care of that milkshake bet.
One more, and then we'll get to some bets that Big Web and I have for week 1. We won't give everything away, but I want to hear some of the other futures bets we put together today, and also some of the week 1 bets we might have. Yeah. Because Big Web, I mean, everybody wants to hear your parlay. We heard it last week. I mean, it went crazy.
Oh, I got a new idea tonight that I think you're going to like.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just a little teaser.
All right. One more fantasy question. We'll get to that. A.J. Brown or Calvin Ridley? Who should I start? That's from Brandon. Ridley now with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's the number 1 in Jacksonville after a year off from sports betting.
Who's Jax playing?
Jacksonville's playing the Colts in Indianapolis. Dome game. Yes. Yes. And then A.J. Brown, the Eagles are playing the Patriots. I tell you what, because of the matchup, I'd go with Ridley. I think Ridley's the play, which is the guy hasn't played in a year, and A.J. Brown's been proven, but I like the matchup better with Ridley. I do. I think he's going to have a good year.
No, I think since they're playing the Colts, I'd go Ridley too.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
From the50.com, you guys want to call in from the50.com. We do have a caller, Big Web. You want to
let's talk.
You want to have Cowboys 1220 back on?
Hey, Cowboys 1220.
All right, Cowboys 1220. What's up, man? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. I got you. How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
Good, buddy.
I'm good. Hey, I had a question for y'all.
Yeah.
I'm in a survivor pool, and I've got. I guess y'all are familiar with the survivor pool.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, my pick was Commanders and Falcons. Do y'all think that is a good choice or not? Because I was thinking the Falcons are going to be without their starting quarterback, and I don't know what the Commanders are going to be, but they're a crappy team, and if they win, I can get them out of the way early.
So I'm confused. I thought you only pick one team. You can pick two, and you just have to get one win?
He's deciding between the two.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
No. The Commanders play the Falcons, and that's who I'm choosing as Commanders.
I get what you're saying.
I was wanting to know y'all's thoughts. If I've already made the pick, so I'm not asking for advice. I'm kind of screwed. That sucks.
Yeah.
Whatever, but that's what I picked. But
yeah, I would probably. I mean, if it was me, I would have stayed away from that game. I think it's a good pick. I like Washington. I think there's just a couple question marks with Sam Howell. We haven't seen him really as the guy yet. He started a few games last year. I know that. But Atlanta, weirdly, a lot of people are kind of high on the Falcons, and I don't understand why. So they're not playing each other.
Are you sure? Are you sure they're playing each other?
Yeah, I think we got that wrong there. Washington's playing Arizona. Yeah, so I was like, hold on a second.
But you're wondering about Washington. Like, should you pick Washington for Week 1 in a survival pool? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I've already picked them. I was kind of calling to see if y'all were like, no, that pick was shit, or if y'all were like, oh yeah, I might do that.
They're playing Arizona. Okay,
I've already picked them now.
This makes more sense. I was confused. Yes, they're playing Arizona. I do like that pick.
Yeah, so that's I agree with that. I'd do that.
Yeah,
not right now.
Yeah, the fact that they're playing Arizona, I love that. I think that's a good pick.
And also the fact that he's not grabbing a favorite right now. You know, he's getting a team out of the way.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Well, that was my theory. I'm like that. I don't know who I'm gonna be able to pick the Commanders against for the rest of the season. So if I can get them out of the way Week 1 and feel fairly confident about who they're playing, then I thought it was a win-win.
Yeah, no, I like the pick. I was trying to see. That's a good pick. Yeah, when you said Falcons, it scared me for a minute, but I do remember seeing that they're playing the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are going to be awful. So, and it's only 7. I know Sam Howell's new, and as I just said, we're not sure what he's going to do, but Joshua Dobbs is starting for Arizona. I don't know what the number is doing there. I thought it'd be at least 9.5 or 10. I'm glad. I mean, that's good for bettors, but yeah, 7's wild.
And I will say, for you, I stayed away from the Lions pick.
Yeah, yes, sir. Now, I got to ask though.
That's a true fan right there.
Are you a jinx usually, or is it just like, what do you think?
Don't call him a jinx.
No, he just said he's staying away from the Lions to help me.
I know he's trying to help you, and then you go right at him. Are you a jinx?
Well, that's why I'm asking, because like he could have been like I picked 75% last year and fucked the Lions. I'm like, well, what the hell? I got to know if he was good or not last year.
No, I went deep last year, but I feel like the Lions are. I mean, I'm not saying that it's just come on with you. I really do think the Lions are going to do. I think they're going to be pretty decent. And I was like, man, I can't pick the Lions. You know, I can't pick against them. So for your peace of mind for this season, I will not pick against the Lions.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
As a team player right there.
As a team player. Hey, I will be honest. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to put that into the universe. Good. But because Kelsey's out, but I was worried about the Lions money line this week, so I did take 7.5. I'll be honest. I'm an honest fan. You know, I'm not. I did put a Super Bowl bet on them today. I did. I mean, I love my team. I believe in them. They can win me some money. But I'm a realist. I'm not gonna, you know.
You'll take the points.
I'll take the points. I'll take even plus 7.5. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So.
And I will say, last week when I went off, I listened to Big Web's parlays, and I was slightly offended by your reaction.
Oh,
come on.
Well, because of the Cowboys?
Just a little. Maybe just a little.
See?
I'm a realistic Cowboys fan, but everyone, you're like, no.
Well, I tell you the truth. They ain't getting past Philly, man. Look, I love you. I'm glad you call in, and I want you to call in every Sunday, but they ain't getting past Philly. It's just the way it is.
It can happen. It can happen.
He said he agreed.
It could happen. I'm not ruling anything out, but if that's why you make so much money on those picks. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's why the odds are there.
Oh, I get why. I told you I didn't like the bet.
I know why you put $4 on it.
It was also Carolina. I mean, it's there was a couple interesting bets. Okay, Cleveland winning the North is
Cleveland's
wild.
probably the best bet in the whole damn thing.
That's the craziest one I've ever heard.
Cowboys
12-20. Anything else, man?
No, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all.
All right, man.
Good,
Appreciate
buddy.
it. That's
Talk to you
Cowboys
Sunday.
Cowboys 12-20. You guys can call in from the50.com. Hit the call button. One of our regular callers now. Cowboys 12-20.
I like that guy.
Great guy. Kenneth Gainwell needs more playing time. That's from Raider Rips.
Well, like TJ said, it's a crowded backfield. We'll see.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Big Web, I think it's time for your bet. Now, last week, you put down your division winner parlay. I'll be honest, not everybody agreed with you on the internet, but a lot of people viewed the damn video. What do you got for the group that you can share with us here week 1 on Wednesday?
So I want to work into this. You ready?
Okay.
So we have 8 divisions in football.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have 1, 2, 3 of them of those 8, which I consider. I'm not going to say the L word.
You love it?
Really good suggestions to win their division. Like singles. It's not like you've got, I'm going to get 2 in this division because I like 2 different teams. I like 1 team in this division.
Right.
And I think you agree.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yes.
San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's it?
So now that you have those 3, now I'll show you the ones that we're ruling out.
So you're workshopping these.
I'm workshopping. So we got those 3 as our favorites.
Okay. So those 3 are locked in no matter what.
3 are locked in.
All right.
So now we're looking at the West. Kansas City, okay, I know you really like them. They're close.
Who else is there?
Chargers. Okay. Then we got Buffalo Jets, Miami Patriots. I'm throwing that division out.
It's tough.
I'm throwing that
I
division
will be
out.
honest, that is tough. Yes.
Dude, that is not a single or one that you would want to single a team in.
I agree with that.
Throw that out.
Yep.
Cincinnati, Ravens, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. I think that's another
very tough one.
Very
yes,
tough one.
I agree with you. Which picking the Browns out of those, the top 3 is wild when you did last week.
They got a chance. Philly, Dallas, Giants, Commanders. Philly's very good favorite.
Very good.
The odds will even tell you that there's some question there because they're minus 135 to win the division. Dallas is plus 195. So I don't call Philly a real. Now here I am. I just read you 3 good ones that I liked, and I knocked out Kansas City and Philly.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So
now, are you worried at all about Minnesota? You're not worried about Minnesota in the North at all?
I am not.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay.
Now, when we're going to hit one more division here, which we're throwing out.
Correct. It's gone.
It's
See you fucking later.
NFC South.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Yeah, well, that division just blows.
There's no minus. Nobody's favored. Everybody's plus money. It's weird. So anyway, if you agree with that, throwing Kansas City out, and I know it's hard to do. Kansas City and Eagles are out, but we're locking in the favorites of Detroit, Jacksonville, and the Niners.
The only thing is, if I had to say, my top teams, Niners are for sure in there. That's not even a question. Philly to me is probably Chiefs are number 2 and Philly's number 3. I love the Lions. Don't get me wrong. I really think they're going to win the division, but they haven't done it in a long time.
Right.
And Minnesota's still pretty good. I will also say, who is the other team you were just talking about that you put at Jacksonville? Jacksonville, same thing as Detroit.
They only did it once.
They're on the same upswing as the Lions. The Titans are still, they fucking hang around. They just do.
Yeah,
That's what we're. But you got to take chances. I get it.
Right.
But for you to say that you don't think Kansas City and the Eagles are in that spot, that's just where we differentiate.
And don't get me wrong, I love those 2 teams, but I'm looking at the division and the teams that they got to compete against.
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay,
Yeah,
Detroit doesn't have as much competition as the Chiefs do.
That's true.
Jacksonville certainly doesn't, and Frisco doesn't.
If you're talking about more than one team, yes, 100%. I agree with you. Because the Lions, to me, I don't even worry about the Bears, and the Packers are nothing this year to me.
Right.
So it is Minnesota. So I get where you're coming from
You're
there.
you're trying to beat one team.
Correct. Same thing with the Jacksonville Jaguars over Tennessee. That's
okay. So while creating this parlay here, I took, once again, Detroit, Jacksonville, and the Niners.
Okay.
Now I said to myself, what divisions can that second team get it?
Okay.
Okay, what division are you confident that second team really has a good shot? Okay.
So wait, you're saying the three are still there? Sorry.
The three are still there.
Okay.
Minnesota, no. We already talked about it.
Yes.
Chargers, I think yes. And here's why. Kansas City sometimes, remember last year in the middle of the season, they kind of lulled a little bit. Kansas City just wants to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the Chargers have enough. And I don't like the Broncos. I don't like the Raiders. I think the Chargers have enough to get in as a possible. Now, we're picking a long shot here. This is trying to find the best 2 or 3 that can win as a second place team. Okay.
You can bet second place team finishes?
No, but you're saying you're risking that the Chiefs aren't going to be there. You're saying it's your second choice of the thing. But in this exercise we're doing tonight, who of the divisions can that second team?
You're saying, I get what you're saying. You're saying the top 3 that you talked about originally, and then you're going to add in who could screw over the other favorites
in different divisions
and put those in separate parlays.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
I'm understanding.
So I'm putting them in one parlay, but right now, guys, I got those 3 with the Chargers and with Baltimore, because I think Baltimore could sneak up on Cincinnati a little
Absolutely could. I
Okay.
think they're going to win the damn division.
bit. Okay. So, and truthfully, I could swap in a second Dallas for the Chargers. Instead of taking the Chargers against Kansas City, if you take Dallas against Philly, and I know you like Philly.
No, I get it. I understand, though.
But here's let me give you some numbers here, just to show you guys what I'm doing.
Okay.
Here's your numbers. You got those 3, Niners, Jags, Lions, Baltimore, and the Chargers. Look at these numbers. Plus 7,700.
Wow.
Okay? Now you can screw around and you can say, I'm taking the Chargers out. And I'm
Wait,
putting
7,700, that's it?
7,700 to 1.
Oh, it's a little bit more. Right. Oh, to 1.
These are odds. Watch this.
I was going to say, okay.
I'll put them back in here.
I was saying plus 7,700, you mean you get 7,700 on your $100 bet.
If I put $100 down, I get $7,800.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking how big the odds were last time. It's because you had more teams. You had like 8 or 9 teams. That's
we were all over the place, and I had
8 teams.
I had 8 divisions. Carolina and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
Right. So, but anyway, if we agree on favorites, and then we could agree on a couple of second placers that we think can get there, you're looking at some big odds.
Yeah, for sure. Chargers always give Chiefs a good battle. It's from Diego. It's true, and I see where Dad's coming from, but I will say this, and you can't always think this way because every year is different. The Chargers are hurt every fucking year. They get hurt every season. It doesn't matter if it's on the defensive side, the receivers for sure. Keenan Allen's been hurt almost every year, I feel like, for the last 5 years. I know that's not true, but it seems like it. Mike Williams now is that guy here and there. Eckler gets hurt. I mean, they always have something in their way. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. And you try to think of why. Why are guys get hurt and they constantly get hurt? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is that? And you got injury prone players. Like, you watch Cooper Kupp now. I mean, Cooper Kupp's
He's out week 1, by the way. Week 1.
Well, Cooper Kupp's always had like injuries here or there. And you're right, this Williams from LA Chargers, he gets injured all the time. If you looked him up right now, he misses 4 or 5 games a year all the time. People there's players that do that. You go look at a guy like Kelsey, he hadn't missed a game for 12 years, I said.
Yeah.
And I know, hell, look at people like Bosa, these guys that are they're just always there.
Yeah, I know.
So
Bosa gets hurt here and there, but I know what you're saying. There's certain guys that every year you expect them to get hurt. By the way, he had a massive contract deal today. He's the highest paid defensive player in NFL history, I believe. Is that right?
And now Jones wants the same money. Is he as good?
He's pretty good, but he's not. I don't think he's Nick Bosa level.
To me, he doesn't spark the team like Bosa does.
He's one of the best pass rushers, but I mean, Bosa's, he's
No
top
offense,
3,
Jones.
man.
Don't come over here and beat my ass. I
No.
mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, but Bosa's legit. They're both legit. They're both great. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens with his contract. I don't think he's playing tomorrow. He's not done. As far as I know, he's out tomorrow. Chris Jones.
No, they said on some stupid thing today I was listening to on the way over here. They said if he signs it an hour before the game, he'll play. I'm like, God.
Well, that's what T.J. Watt did. That's what they thought Bosa was going to do, and T.J. Watt did that with Pittsburgh. I don't know what that was, a year or two ago. He did the same type of thing. Mike Tomlin had a press conference, said 11th hour, T.J. Watt signed late, and he went out there and did his thing because he's T.J. Watt. Like they don't need. That's why they can hold out because they're just so much better than everybody else.
These guys probably working out anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they know it's coming. It's just a conversation trying to get
the I, cross the T.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's good. So I got Big Web. I got a couple things for you here that I put together.
Okay.
I just want to get your thoughts. I like what you're doing there, though. I like that play. Now let me ask you. First of all, I think it's good because are these all $100 bets that you're going to be doing?
No.
Okay.
But they're going to be like that one. That one's probably going to be like 50, something like that.
Okay. So the good news is you're kind of covering your ass, like you're saying. It's almost a cover for your other bets. If you do have Kansas City with those other 3 you talked about, let's say you have Kansas City and Philly. Now, you'd have to have it where how likely is it that the Cowboys and the Chargers both win their respective divisions? Probably not that high. Or you could do one or the other. And if you're truly locked in on those first 3, the odds, you could even bet, if you bet $100 each bet or something, you're only risking $300. And it's $300 if you don't have it. Bet responsibly, obviously. But the payouts, I'm saying,
right.
If you get those first 3, now you're fucking good.
Yeah.
If those first 3 hit, now no matter, you probably root for the Chargers because better odds.
It's like a key horse in a trifecta.
Correct.
And you want the bigger odds to come in with them.
Yeah, I like that.
But I'm telling you right now, we learn in this world by getting our ass kicked.
Yes.
Okay. And last year, you can ask my betting partners out there, we were all over. Indianapolis was really set up to win last year. Before the season. This preseason stuff that we're doing right now, Indy was looking good. Well, what the hell?
Denver was so high on everybody's high on them.
We had Indy I had it in 9 out of 10 preseason bets. Just sunk me.
Crazy.
And they were like, what were they? They lost the first 4 games. It was not even entertaining. They were sunk before the
real quick.
Dude, it was like, oh, they'll come back. Blah 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 blah. I was like, are you kidding? I got nothing.
Brutal,
I don't even have a 3-3 ball club to root for. I got nothing. They're 0-6. Everything's over with. We're done.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was brutal, and he even said it was such a bad year. It was no one expected that, and no one expected Denver. I put Denver 4th in the AFC West. I'll say it right away. I was the guy that said Denver is going to be last place in the West, but I never thought that would happen. I thought it was going to be like they'll win 7 games, they'll win 8 games. No, it was bad.
Yeah, but then you do this and you put it out there, and it's like we learn. We learn. Do I want to be in that position after 6 games this year? No, that's why I'm spreading it out.
Right.
You know.
All right, I got a couple bets to go over, then we'll get back to your guys' comments. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit the follow button here on TikTok, up to 12,000 followers.
Oh, my.
12,000 followers, Dad, because of a couple videos we had last week.
There you go.
Gotta love it. That's good stuff.
There you go.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the follow button. We're live all throughout the season, obviously. Wednesdays with Big Web and I, called Weber Wednesdays, where we talk sports betting mainly for each week of the NFL. We got Fantasy Chat with Nick Yale and myself usually on Mondays or Tuesdays. And then we have the Sunday Live Show, which will be live every Sunday throughout the season from 10:30 a.m. CT all the way up until kickoff. Make sure also, if you are going to go to a football game this year, go to SeatGeek.com, download the app, SeatGeek. If it's your first purchase, you've never used it before, you can use promo code WeberBets, and guess what, Big Web? You get $20 off your purchase.
That's a bunch.
WeberBets is the promo code, WeberBets, SeatGeek.com on your first purchase. All right, let's get to a couple bets that I have real quick, and then I'll get Big Web's thoughts, and then we'll go to some comments. Dad, I'm excited about this bet this year. I have this exciting bet that I've never seen before, and I put $20 on it because why the hell not? The Detroit Lions to score 1+ rushing touchdown in every regular season game this season, plus 6,000. Plus 6,000.
I have never paid attention to a bet like this.
Uh-huh.
But I would sit here all day and go, they probably do it every game. That's not right. Otherwise, it wouldn't be plus 6,000.
I went through 12 the first 12 weeks last year, 6 out of 12. So it does not happen. That's why it's plus 6,000. They got shut out against the Patriots. They had 2 field goals against another team week 7. I forgot who it was. It's a hard bet to hit, but why not us? That's what I'm saying. Why not us this year?
This might be the year.
This is the year. This is the year. But I'm excited because now I can track this thing all throughout the season, and every time there's a rushing touchdown, Big Web, I'm just going to check it off the list, baby. Every single week, check it off the list.
I hope you're in it the second week.
I love it. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, the Lions to score a rushing touchdown in every regular season game. It's going to be the most electric bet of all time. Will it be done week 1? Probably. But it's okay. We'll see what happens. You don't think so?
No, you can't go into it like that.
Well, if it's anything like the Weber wager of the week, then we are screwed. That lasted 3 weeks, and we bought in twice.
Maybe we should do that again this year.
Do you? You want to do it?
I want to.
I lost $100 last year on that bullshit. And that was our best bet. We took minus every number you could.
Yeah, we did. We did major points, too.
Yeah,
we just trying to get a rally going, and it didn't happen at all.
It was brutal. It was brutal. All right, so I got one more. I got some division winner parlay for you. Okay, so I did a couple. I did one that was kind of a go for it one. The main one I talked about on the stream last time was it's all chalk. Or I did it on the Fantasy Chat yesterday. It's all chalk, but it's San Francisco to win the West, Eagles to win the East, and the Chiefs to win the AFC West is 3-1 or plus 360.
I heard you talking about that with Nick Yale. I like that.
It's 3 great teams that should get the job done.
Yep.
And 3-1's not bad.
Cannot argue with that.
So I like that. So here's what I had. I got to make sure I have the right thing. Here we go. This is 8 teams. So this is kind of like what you did, but these are my 8 teams. A lot of chalk here, but let's see what you think. Buffalo Bills.
That can happen.
Jacksonville Jaguars to win the AFC South.
I really hope that happens.
Kansas City Chiefs to win the AFC West.
Sure.
Baltimore Ravens to win the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia Eagles to win the NFC East.
Okay.
San Francisco 49ers to win the NFC West.
Obviously, yes.
Lions to win the NFC North.
Mm-hmm.
And the New Orleans Saints to win the NFC South. What? You don't like
I don't like them.
Plus,
I don't like anybody in that division.
Plus,
kick that out. Or it's too
plus
late.
$29,431. $8 pays $2,000.
New Orleans. Well, $8. Okay, $8. $2,000.
$8 pay $2,000. You know, that's pretty good.
I'll get you some baby boots.
And Big Web, my best bet, my biggest bet, not biggest bet, but the most intriguing bet of the season. $50 on the Detroit Lions to win the Super Bowl. Wow. $50 on the Lions to win the Super Bowl. That's where we are.
Looks good. That looks
Doesn't
good.
It?
Look
It
at
looks
those.
like
Look at those numbers.
It's made to be $50 to win $1,050.
That's a solid $1,000 profit. Look at that.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like it's meant to be. Yeah, take a picture. Go put the bet down yourself if you like.
I think I'm going to.
Plus 2,100. Plus 2,100. Detroit Lions win the Super Bowl.
Look at that. I'm pushing the button.
I tell you, it's great, isn't it? Look at that.
It
looks good. It looks like a winner right there.
Dude, we got to put that on the wall.
Yeah, it looks good. Well, I'm not going to put it on the wall unless it hits. I'll take that picture.
Put a picture of it on the wall right now.
Something we're kind of like rooting for. That's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. I might do that.
Put it up here. Put it on that door.
On the door. Okay. Maybe we'll do that. I like that a lot. Wow. Anyway, thoughts? I mean, some fun bets for the year.
I like that. I'm going to Illinois right now.
I have a week 1 parlay, but I don't know if I should save it for
Sunday.
Yeah. You know what? By the time we have it, though, people aren't going to be able to follow it. So I'll do one more.
Go ahead.
I apologize, everybody, but I apologize. We got some. We're doing this though because I know people like to hear the bets and the payouts and all this stuff. So we're gonna do one more. I got a week 1 parlay I put together, and we'll see what you think. Let me find it real quick. From the50.com, go check out all of our links. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Big Web, here's my top parlay of the week. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota Vikings -6 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
Good start. Dolphins Chargers over 48.5.
Okay.
0 for 2.
Not arguing.
Jacksonville Jaguars -2.5 against the Indianapolis Colts.
Love it.
And Bengals and Browns over 45.5.
That's going to be tough.
Okay, 0 for 1 out of 4 is great. Plus 722, $20 pays 144. There you go.
Nice.
Well, that one's going to hit. Big Web don't like it.
Ready for this?
Go ahead.
Detroit. This is a teaser. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you something about Week 1. We don't know what we know in Week 5. Okay,
sure.
You going to buy that? You agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your excuses now. I get it. Mm-hmm.
Guys, buy yourself some points. Buy yourself some points in Week 1, will you please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's hear it.
Detroit Lions, 7-point teaser, plus 11.5.
Love it.
Do you?
I actually do love it.
Okay.
I took them in my own parlay, plus 7.5. I ain't trolling. I got a damn jersey on.
Niners plus 5.
Yeah, love it. I actually do love that, too. Playing the Steelers.
Baltimore,
Sorry,
minus 3.
Baltimore minus 3.
Against the Texans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's 3 teams.
That is 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm not taking the Saints.
Okay. Who are you taking?
No, I already gave you 3. Hold on, I got one more.
It's not on a bet slip or something?
I'm going to take Washington Commanders.
Yes. Against Cardinals.
Even money. They're plus 7, minus 7, so we get rid of the whole 7. It's 0.
Okay.
Okay. You got the Commanders. And that's it. And I'm going to tell you what that pays.
Wow. 4-way
right
teaser.
Right now. I know we got to put 5 in the teaser. Hold on. I'm building as we speak, and I know you guys like this.
Who cares?
Jeez. Oh, my God. That was pretty loud.
Got him. Was it loud?
That was pretty loud, man.
Sorry about that. My bad.
This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
It's being fun here with the buttons.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't funny.
The result is in. We're going with
Yeah.
the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears against the Packers.
Ooh, what's the number?
Right now it's -1, so I'm getting +6.
Yeah, I like that. Is that in Lambeau? Not that it really matters.
No, it's in Chicago.
It's in Chicago, even better. Okay.
All right, now I'm going to put this in. Do something, and I'll tell you what it is.
So can you do the 5 teams again real fast?
Bears, Commanders.
Bears, Commanders, Ravens.
Niners.
They're going to be down by 14
Detroit.
still.
That's better than 21.
Oh, God.
Sorry, had to kill the time. No, it's good. We need to say it all together, though, because you got a bunch of different numbers.
I'm going to do it right
Okay,
now.
yeah, you're good. You're good. From the50.com, if you guys want to check out the show, I appreciate it. We're having a lot of fun here, man. I love Weber Wednesdays. Good time. Me and Big Web have been doing the show for, we got some click out here. Hold on. I got a little intro for you guys there. Did you like that?
I liked it.
It's getting you excited for the Sunday intro. Hit the wrong button. But we've been doing this for, man, since at least my college years, 2014 or something.
At any random bar that would take us.
And we're at about 10 years doing this show. Gotta love it. And it's now become a show that apparently we have 12,000 followers on a platform. We have hundreds of people watching us right now. Pretty surreal. We started with our family watching us and getting my grandpa and my aunt and everybody to call in, and always love talking to them. And we said, I wonder if this thing could ever become something more. And guess what? It really has.
It's getting a little somewhere.
It really is. It's so much fun, and obviously the production value has grown. It's just really big for us right now.
So let me just ask you a question. I got my 5 teams in there.
Uh-huh.
If we go 6 point, it's plus 400. If we go 6.5 point, it's plus 350. And if it's 7 point, it's plus 320.
What were the original numbers you had, though?
If we go 7,
Uh-huh.
Detroit's getting 11.5. Who cares? 10.5 is fine. Right?
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Frisco's getting plus 5. That one's going to be plus 4.
So you want to do 4? You can do 6. You can do 6.5 then. Are you saying do 6? Yeah, just do 6.
Do 6. Ravens is going to be -4 instead of -3, though.
Okay.
But that's against Texans, so I really don't care.
Yeah.
Commanders are down to even. That takes it to 1. Bears plus 5. Who cares? I think we can go 6.
Okay, go 6 and then read them all down the line.
All right, guys.
So we can give. So here we go. Here's Big Web's top teaser for Sunday. Right now, he's going to read them all. So you guys get your pens and paper out, or just like you would as a normal 20-year-old, just pull out your phone and hit on the Notes app or something.
All right, boys and girls. So here's what we're doing. And the reason is you got to buy points in week 1 to figure stuff out, okay? Detroit Lions, San Francisco 49ers.
No, but tell us the number. Sorry, do the number too.
Okay. Detroit Lions plus 10.5.
Yes, love it.
49ers plus 4.
Love it.
Baltimore Ravens minus 4.
Yep, against who are they playing again?
Texans.
Yep.
Commanders minus 1.
That's good.
Against Arizona. Chicago Bears plus 5 against Packers.
At home, that's really big.
Yeah. 100 pays 500.
Wow. 5 to 1 or 4 to 1.
4 to 1.
You're 100 back, yeah.
4 to 1.
Plus 400 on that bet.
Yep.
That's dynamite. I love that.
We're gonna make that bet, and we got all the way to, unless we're worried about odds change, we got all the way to Sunday to make that because we do not have tomorrow night's game in the prognosis.
Right. I wish I didn't. I had time to get back over to Illinois because I would make that bet right now. That's a great bet, Big Web. I love it.
I like it. I like
It's
it.
a very good week 1.
Actually, if you guys tune into Weber Wednesdays, that's kind of like I like to do it on the fly. You know, kind of
Yeah,
get
yeah.
everybody to get some input. Maybe we build one with the audience some nights.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hate to leave 124 people. I mean, we got an awesome audience, but we got to get going. Been on for over an hour. You can catch us every Wednesday, myself and Big Web for Weber Wednesdays, part of the From the 50 podcast network. If you did miss any of the show and you want to watch the full replay, it'll be live on YouTube here in a second. The full recording, we're live right there right now as well. But you can also check out the podcast feed. It's From the 50, from the 50 on Apple Podcasts. And you're like, oh, I don't want to go all the way to my podcast app. That's fine. Go to fromthe50.com. All the links are there. Links to YouTube, links to the podcast, links to our latest video on YouTube, all of our social media links. Everything is right there. Fromthe50.com, fromthe50.com. And I'm fucking excited about this season, man. I'm so pumped about this season. It's just this is gonna be the best year for the show yet. It's a big year for me for a lot of reasons, but the show means a lot to me, and now we get a chance to have it grow with you guys. So we want you to call in, we want you to text in, and just be part of it. You know, that's it.
Yeah, you might be a dad by Sunday.
I probably will. I mean, I told Zook, you might be running the show. There's an 8% chance I'm there Sunday. 8% chance. I think it's up to about 12, but it's pretty low. It's pretty low chance. I probably will have to be a dad at the time, which is amazing. So,
I might not be there.
Yeah, Big Web might not be there. I actually told Zook that. You might be doing the show by yourself.
I might be rocking my grandkid. We'll see.
Zook might be just talking to the TikTok audience by himself, which is fine. You know?
Sure.
I said, I told you guys week 1's going to be different. It's family comes first, the way it is. And, we'll be back and be ready to go. But I might still be there. We don't know.
What to see?
See what happens. So, anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Go follow everywhere from the50.com. For Big Web, I'm TJ Weber. This has been Weber Wednesdays. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.